Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Questing Through Elystra. I'm Aidan, your DM and keeper of all things D&D. How is everyone doing? But quickly, actually, Rex will be here. She's just having the joys of mum life, bless her. And unfortunately, Chris isn't feeling too good. So please, everyone, send the love in the chat to Chris. We all miss him virtually here. And I'm sure you will as well, because as you can see, if anyone was here last week, I think a lot of you were, Dudley and Luke broke me. And I am now sat with solely Dudley and Luke.
I mean, it's not our fault
It
that
could
you're
be
made of
worse.
porcelain, darling.
Yes, it feels that way at this point. But no, yes, how is everyone doing? It's been an exciting week. Well, D&D wise, Artificer has sort of early come out on D&D Beyond, which I'm really happy is back. I've not played many classes in my time, but it's one I definitely enjoy. So exciting week.
Yeah,
How's everyone else's weeks?
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to, kill William off now and bring back someone else as an artificer. No one liked William anyway, so.
I mean, the TikTok's the same, so it's not going to really make much of a difference.
True, actually, yeah, having something tick and talk. But actually, it's ticking, not talking right now. Could be a bomb. They just tick, don't they?
Talk about TikTok. We need to get some stuff on there. If any of you in chat, if you're techie and stuff, feel free to clip us. If you think it's a funny clip, if you know what you're doing, send it across to us. We're very excited to get stuff onto there. We're not the greatest as it, and like we said, Rexy is the one that's normally good at all this type of stuff, and I think her goblins are running her ragged. So
Yeah, bless her. She's definitely got mum duties. Yeah, so Clara, yeah, Artificer, it's great fun. Yeah, you can definitely add some steampunk stuff in. There is a part of Elystra which is essentially like astral space, which is very sort of steampunky. There'll definitely be some artificers there if the party end up in space. We will see. And Day, I hope you had a really good mini honeymoon. Yes,
yeah,
I hope you had a lovely time.
Okay. Speaking of goblin, though, Luke, when are my goblin days nuts?
Fucking hell. Oh, chat, save me. Someone save me.
you need to dragon those nuts across some sandpaper.
My God.
Well, before you leave your job, bring some for me.
Aidan,
Yep, hello.
how quickly can we make you red?
I'm quite red cheeked generally anyway. I have a red mic at me, but it's happening very quickly. I will be fair. Yeah, it's happening rather quickly. So yes.
We're not
What
even
you
begun.
broken me? Someone talk to the chat. The DM's brain just isn't functioning anymore.
It's after 6 o'clock. It wasn't functioning regardless.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we always say, didn't it? After 6, it stops working.
Oh,
Yeah, always when you hit the
they
DM
set us
dash.
a challenge. Yeah, they set us a challenge. So
Making matches. Yeah, cheers. So Day and Emily Silver Sykes, they are both players in my Monday group, so they are equally aware of how easy it is to break me as a DM. Yeah, we all know it doesn't take much, so thank you. Actually, anyone who is in the chat, have you guys? I'm intrigued. Have you guys been watching like from the very start? Did any of you catch the one shots that we did all the way back? Oh God, what? 10 weeks, about 10 weeks ago, was it now, I think?
Yeah,
yeah,
noob.
something like that.
Yeah, we've had Day. Yeah, Day's been providing the memes since day one. Memeing since day one. That's definitely what Day.
We love a meme queen.
We do.
We do. There've been some good ones. She puts them in the Discord. We've got our own section in the Discord for that type of stuff. Feel free if you want to try and take Day on with the memes.
Or meme battle.
A meme battle. It would be
But only if you really meme it.
Ooh. Meme battle if you meme it. Like it. They will take that title with pride. She will. You will.
Right. You should do. You've done some fantastic work in that Day. Fantastic work. Yeah. I think a lot of us, obviously, I've got a question for the people.
The people.
The people. because we haven't chosen a name for the people yet, so I can't actually say something like our
I said
favourites.
cuties.
Cuties
cuties.
works. Considered QTE
Yeah.
for questing through Elystra. I do actually really like
Cuties.
that. I have to admit the cuties.
And then any like really like insecure, masculine, like, oh, fuck off, you're a cutie now.
Dudley's told you, so
There
you
you
got
go.
no
Right.
comeback now. Dudley said.
Come on,
Oh,
come on, cuties.
look at this.
Right.
The cutie's having a temper tantrum.
Right,
Oh,
cuties.
apparently copyright is happening on my can.
Yeah, it is indeed.
Fantastic.
What, if you've been watching from the beginning, or if you've gone back and watched them? Because I know, Silver, I think you watched all of them on YouTube. We're really grateful for that, by the way. What has been a moment that you've enjoyed the most? For me, at the moment, I really enjoyed my first panic tantrum, and everyone's seen it with William. That was probably my highlight of losing his concentration, his powers, and stuff like that. Yeah. What is it, guys? Come on.
The fisherman, Chris and Zach. Yeah. It's no secret to anyone. My voices are shocking at best. So and equally they change from episode to episode. But yes, it's definitely they were a highlight for me. Oh, Will's sacrifice. I love that bit, Luke. That was so nice when he did that.
Yeah. Come on, Day. Come on. You can't say you can't make me choose. Just it doesn't have to be your favorite. Just one that you go. Oh yeah, I think about that.
Like, I really love, and I think it's because how I pictured Bray very, very first when I made the character, how he was played in the one shots and how he's been played in the campaign are all very different.
Yeah.
Like there's still levels of like the same vanity, but it's not to the same extent that was in the one shots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when we had the emotional episode, it was like only third episode or fourth episode, and we've got William melting down in the corner, and then finishing with Lorenn having her emotional moment, and I'm there like, right, looks like Bray's a therapist. Like,
Yeah. Oh yes, Day, the Halloween episode. That I like that being a favourite. The Halloween one was. Do you know what? I had so much fun in that because everyone was in character. It felt like everyone's there embodying William and Bray and Lorenn and Kas throughout. But because we're in costume, it just gave it that added extra. It was so much fun. And also it's fun to paint your face. Dudley dyed himself blue.
it's
Luke
still
painted
inside
himself
my
black
headset.
eyes. Oh god, it's still there. It'll forever be there. It'll be the memories.
I'll tell you something. If chat wants something a bit spooky about the one shot, my pocket watch, where is it? It's over there. I bought that as just a gimmick. I wore it for the one shot. As soon as I hung it up on the wall, it started ticking. And I don't know if I can get close enough to hear ticks. I don't know if it's picking up or not.
Not on me.
You
It's
might have like a
ticking.
sound block on.
I might do, yeah.
True.
But with my gold chain.
You've now got to wear that forever now.
It's going to be everything. Yeah, well, I'm not going to wear it forever because it's getting stuck on my hair.
So Luke is not tied to his pocket watch.
I am.
Ooh. Speaking of, Luke did mention if we can get to 100 subscribers, he'll shave off his beard.
That was
did
true.
not.
Yes.
I
If we
did
can get that
not.
by Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If we get to 100 before Christmas, I will put a picture of me without a beard.
Oh yes, that I'm happy with that one.
On something, but I ain't shaving this off because.
Cool. Yeah,
that
yeah.
is
Picture
rubbish.
of Luke without beard. I'm down for that.
I'll tell you what. If we hit 100, everyone has to put one embarrassing photo up.
I've got plenty. That's absolutely fine.
I have none because I'm gorgeous.
There's going to be some, mate. Sorry, as lovely as you are, there's going to be some pictures.
My wife's saying no, definitely not.
Actually, speaking of Christmas, whilst people are there, because we've not actually broached our little Christmas leave. So, after today's session, which is session, I want to say 8, there'll be 2 more sessions, which actually takes us nicely to session 10 for the end of the year. So that'll be every Friday. In a time you guys don't need to know, we are going to record a Christmas one-shot. It'll be, if anything, the opposite of Halloween. It will be very cheesy, very whimsical, but just nice and happy Christmas. And that will actually be going live. I believe, if my dates are correct, I think Christmas Eve is a Wednesday. So it'll be going live on Christmas Eve.
I think so.
No. Yes. Wait. Yes. Yes. You are right.
And that ties perfectly because the players knows the name of the Christmas one shot is "'Twas the Night Before Questmas." So it is cheesy as anything. It is so cheesy, but it's going to be lovely. And you won't need to hide behind any plushies this time like you did in the Halloween one. It will simply be me in a little Christmas jumper. Obviously,
Just as scary.
Yeah, just as frightening. Let's be fair. I'm sure Hannah would definitely agree. But yes, no. So that is Christmas, and then we will be back. I don't know exactly when we're going to be back. We've not, surprisingly, 24th is Danish Christmas. Didn't realize it was on. Didn't realize it was on the other day. Learn stuff new every day. It won't be live though on 24th. It will be. It will be like it won't be streamed. This is one we're just going to record for ourselves. But it will go on the YouTube. On the YouTube, is that me sounding really old now?
Yeah.
On the YouTubes, on the Spotifys, no, everywhere where it normally goes up on a Wednesday, it will be going up on Christmas Eve. So cannot wait. It will be really good fun. Yes, I know Rex is busy doing mum duties. Do we want to get cracking?
Yeah. I mean, Bray and William can always have a intimate conversation.
Oh god, I'm just gonna be Chris and Zach for the next half hour. It's fine.
I mean, I did say good boy.
Don't even go down that route.
Well, all of that aside, I will do my quick thank yous to all the tools as I always do. So, session music that comes from Pocket Bard. I've advertised it to everyone who I play D&D with. It's fantastic. It makes my life as a DM so much easier. It allows me transition music for my players so much easier. So, yes, give those guys some support. And if you caught the new intro on Spotify this week, that music's from Corn of Music. So please check them out as well. It's absolutely stunning, some of their music. I love it. But the battle maps, the things I definitely can't create, come from people like Chepku, Arcane Collector, 2 Minute Tabletop, and Seafoot Games. As always, every link to all this stuff is in our link tree, so please go check it out. And a little bit of celebratory horn. So,
We do have a good bit of horn.
without any further ado, that's when William dies. We need that just to at least raise the morale because everyone is going to be nearing tears. No, not. I feel really bad for William now. Sorry, I've got way too distracted now. I've just found I've got sound effects. I've got all different. Ooh.
Wait. The first time any of us get a natural 20, we just have to.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you tell that a lot of us are,
Yes,
not normal?
our brains are not focused. Good luck, Chris, when this one comes to editing. We're so sorry you're not well. But have all the... Actually, leave this in. It'll be fun for the podcast people, but maybe timestamp when it does actually start, because...
You're not hearing the sound effects. That's annoying.
That's because
No.
I've had them muted on my Discord, and this obviously comes through my Discord.
Oh,
Okay.
well, everyone, the sound effects are fantastic, so...
Tell you what.
Are we
ready to
Right.
all good to go? Causing Havoc. I've quickly scrolled through the chat because I like to do the best I can. Yes, the cuties definitely should join in with the embarrassing photos. Everyone get on the embarrassing photos. If we get to 100 subscribers, so please, if you've got friends who are into D&D, please just share the link to them. We know we're all a bit mad.
I hear that.
D&D players
God, it is-
having friends.
That's actually very true. There might be people you play D&D with who, admittedly, I know Day and Emmy, they're like us. But yes, there will be people out there who do have the occasional friend. So if you have even just one, please share it. Questing Through Elystra is for life, not just for Christmas.
Every time you do the sound, my camera disappears halfway through.
Yeah, because the thing is, it covers. There you go. You see, there you go. Now you've got part of you up there again. Look, there's my mouse. There's my mouse saying hello.
Oh yeah, it disappears. Yeah, because he's.
Yeah.
Oh guys, we need Chris and Rax to just keep us on a straight line. Also, this is Tangent City. But God bless any of you who have. Right, are we done?
I'm so sorry, Chris. You're going to be listening to this and going, what the hell?
This is what happens when we don't have Chris for like literally the week.
Anyway, actual D&D stream.
Daddy. Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to this.
Oh, this is just going worse, isn't it, by the second? Scary
Okay,
noises.
I like that one.
Anyway, yes. So, last week, let's get into the session. So, timestamp, wherever we are, Chris, this is start of the session. So, apologies, everybody. We'll get into it. So, last time on our adventures, the session began in chaos. For everyone except Bray. Aurora had been torn from you by a cloaked figure, whilst Bray was still out by the shores of Mosswood praying. And the rest of you were trapped in the lodge with the shadows that had taken her. You fought for your lives. William came within a breath of death, throwing himself into danger to keep Lorenn standing. When the shadows finally fell, Kas moved through the lodge, securing every window and door, whilst William set a magical alarm around the building. As Lorenn prayed to Barmir, offering her own blood in exchange for protection, William's pocket watch slowly begun to tick, but without a talk. So you all rested, and the next morning, on the 20th of Night Vale, Bray returned, immediately setting off William's alarm, which rang out loud like a great-grandfather clock. Once the shock had passed, you all regrouped, sharing everything that had happened, from Aurora's abduction to William's brush with death. Bray then went to find William to make sure he was truly alive. So, that day, you each set about your tasks. Kas searched for any sign of Aurora, but unfortunately found none. Bray took a quiet moment on the porch to recollect himself after the past 12 to 24 hours. William created number and letter charts and placed them within Lorenn's book. And Lorenn looked for someone who could potentially repair her clothes and provide food for the party. Chris and Zach, the fishermen from your travels, arrived soon after, having decided to come and check on you all. Zach checked on the party, whilst Chris, making his best attempt to climb onto the roof of the lodge, stayed with Bray. When you all gathered, the fishermen discussed further travel routes and offered to guide you whenever you were all ready to leave Mosswood. Torrik Veyruth of the Beastmaster Circle eventually joined you, giving William a beginner's guide to hair keeping and checking on Bray after the blood exchange and his joining ceremony the night before. And that now brings us to the start of today's session. So, Torrik has left, declaring his future wedding to Bray with a cheeky wink at the party, leaving the four of you and Chris and Zach still in the lodge. So, what would you like to do?
Bray's desire for murder grows ever higher.
Just Torrik's murder, though, yeah? Not
Oh,
like
specifically,
everyone.
yeah.
Specifically Torrik, perfect.
But anyway, yes, William, this is why you never do a blood pact. You never give your blood to anyone.
Wait, you did a blood pact even though you told me not to?
Nope, I have not said that to anyone.
Oh, I just need. Start looking around. I need some. Do you know where Aurora left her stuff?
Are you suggesting we loot a body?
No, because her body was taken. I want to find DM. Can I see like where her she might have put her stuff in this place?
Yeah, so she would have had what's it called, like you'd have all had a bit of a space. Let's put it that way. You might not have necessarily had rooms, but you've all had a space. So yeah, her pack, what you're used to seeing, where it's like her weapons, her shield, that's very much laid. I'm just trying to ignore all your faces right now and just have my notes on my screen. Yes, it's all kind of in the corner of her pack. So when Aurora went out to pray, it was very much, she went out with, like, she has her sort of moon necklace, I believe it is. She'd have held that tight when she prayed, but she wouldn't have expected to be attacked. She wouldn't have kind of predicted this, so she would have just gone out probably without most of her traveling gear.
There, I'm gonna head straight over, and I'm gonna pick up the shield. Wondering if I can pick it up. If it's like I'm strong enough to pick it up.
You'll be strong enough, but it is hefty. Like bless William. He's definitely not our strongest in the group. What he lacks in strength, he makes up for in charm and delight. We will say.
Definitely not calm, but
yeah, no, definitely not. Actually, what he lacks in strength, he makes up for in mass anxiety. But yes,
right.
you can get the shield, and you can kind of pick it up and keep it with you if you'd like.
Yeah, I pick it up. Bray, Aurora used to wear this on her back. Can you? I'm going to start trying to get my arms free, trying to put it on my back. I don't want to leave this behind. And really trying to get this shield onto William's back.
So you know when you like pick up a backpack and the straps are too tight and your arms are like this? It's very much like that on the shield, because yes, you're not big and hefty, but it's made to go on an arm, not on a back necessarily. So you are kind of almost like eagling it at the minute with your arms out like this.
Help! I'm stuck.
Alright, come here. Walk over. Like a parent wrestling with a child. Rexy. Taking like the arms out, sort of thing, like, right, hold this. And I'm going to pop off my harness that I've got that connects to my arm. I'm going to put this on, pop it over, and as it starts to click in, I'm going to thread some of the connections through the back of the shield, so it sort of clips in at the back, so that he can instead have it so it's like part of the shield's almost over one arm, but then almost as an extension, he's got the brace from the other that holds it in, like there. How's that?
Does it feel okay? Do I feel?
I'd say you feel a tad off balance. You remember your great friend Portal and Nortal? I'd say you feel a little bit like a turtle at this point, but you're okay. It's nothing that's going to overweigh you. It's just going to feel strange.
Okay, just a little stumble back. Bray, I want to take this with us. At least take this. When we find her, I want to be able to give this back to her.
Of course. Don't worry. I mean, we've got plenty of other stuff. And as I move my arm, I'm going to allow my arm to detach, and it's just going to fly off.
Yeah.
Hey!
One moment. Go pick it up, put my arm back on. Anyway, but no, I absolutely, it'll be we need to gather a few other things. Obviously, she's going to have her main priorities on her. But, if she's left like a healing potion, it's something we might be able to use as well. Sounds slightly harsh, I'm aware, but, you deal with it. Welcome to the life of adventuring.
No, I am starting to understand. I've got 2 questions.
Yes.
The first one, does the shield have the symbol of Salunia on it?
I will be honest, I am not 100% sure, but I'd make a guess that through Aurora being quite low level within where she works and just where she worships, it probably wouldn't. It'd probably just be a very sort of basic kind of like almost like a training shield. Nothing
Okay.
extraordinary. Just something that the low levels who are sent out on these little quests are given to protect themselves with.
You hear that, Aurora? You're basic.
We didn't say that. Aiden said that.
Cheers,
Yeah.
guys. Oh, by the way,
We're just
okay,
emphasising.
Yeah.
I was going to
exactly.
say she has 2 potions of healing that will let you guys have, but
Oh, it's fine. I've picked them up already.
cool. But yeah, no, genuinely, you guys can take the 2 potions of healing. Yes, you can.
I'll.
My second question:
Yeah.
if I get attacked from behind, do I have a +2 AC now?
By Bray or by like, enemies?
By anything from behind me?
Bray appears as head of. Yeah.
Are you proficient with shields and things?
No, he's not. And by
I'm gonna say
using it, he
no,
can't
then.
cast spells.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
why I'm
say.
keeping it on my back.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no, just because of the lack of proficiency.
Okay, fair enough.
Fine.
It
Get the
was worth a
shield
shot.
master feat.
But potentially, like roleplay wise, maybe if it's within a scenario, but
Yeah.
within combat itself, no, unfortunately not.
Okay.
Isn't the
That's
shield
fine.
master
That's fine.
feat?
I think there is.
Yeah, but I don't know if you need to have shields to use it, or if there's another one that gives you proficiency with shields.
Yeah,
Because we're
guys,
going to
it's
be
a
level
group of
4
DMs
like.
tonight. Yeah, be warned, it's 3 DMs on the stream tonight. So like, we're gonna get very like into checking things and knowing questions.
If there's any questions, guys, you want to ask, feel free to ask. We'll try and keep an eye on chat. And
That's true. Actually, I will say for tonight's session, because we are on limited party members, feel free to. I will try and keep more of an eye on the chat than I typically would do. So feel free to message, ask questions, that usual thing. But yeah, so as you're all kind of having these conversations, Chris and Zach are still sort of at the side of the room. Chris goes, "Well, right. So when are we leaving to Zesper? I know we originally said the end of the festival. I know we mentioned like maybe even today or early tomorrow. What is the decision?"
Well,
I think I'd like to see at least one night of this festival. I've never seen this festival before.
so arguably, I'd say we'll leave first thing in the morning.
Oh, well, and he kind of looks at William and he says, "Well, I'm okay." And he's trying to almost be the mediator here. If I and he kind of pulls out a scrumpled piece of paper, and he opens it. You can kind of see it. It says the Shrouded Lantern Parade, like dash Mosswood. It says, "If I it is a little leaflet that kind of says the things that are on. It gives you a bit of information. It says, would this do if we still are to leave? Would this at least help?" As he kind of goes to hand it to William.
I mean, yes, I kind of had a little plan. I turned to look at Bray. If we do go to the festival, would you mind bringing your violin?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Chris now turns to William and says, "Why was it you were wanting to go to the festival with Bray and his violin?"
I like to put smiles on people's faces, and I like to leave somewhere happier than when we turned up. And I look around as well as Lorenn and Kas, who I'm assuming are with us in this.
Yeah.
I think all of us didn't exactly have the happiest starts here. I miss Aurora. I understand the importance of going, and I really want to find her. I do. But I don't think I can leave without making at least someone smile.
Okay. Well, okay. There's so yes, the festival does begin tomorrow. We are a day away as such. However, there's still festivities will happen the night before. There are taverns and inns and little halls we could go to play music. If we could do that for you tonight, I know Bray wanted to try and leave as early tomorrow as we could. What if we played some music, had a few drinks with the locals, made sure there was some smiles on faces, and then maybe leave quite early? Would that suit?
Yeah. I mean,
We could leave after
we
mid-meal. We'll give you the morning to also then see the opening festivities.
I'd like that. I'd like that a lot.
I do like to keep a man happy. So.
There's that one point.
So Chris says, okay, there's a tavern simply known as Casca. If we meet there this evening, we could do some music and then maybe have a little bit of a sleep. We do need to sleep, of course.
Bear with 1 second. Rexy's just flicked her camera, which has messed up all of us.
Spread across 2 characters. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right, bear with. I'm going to have to mess around with shit.
That's fine. Yes, whilst Bray's busy kind of organising his images in his mind, Chris says to William, so, if we go with that, I say Cascas, maybe 7, 8 in the evening. You may need a bit of a... It depends. If you're going to see the morning festivities, if we perform, get a good night's sleep, see the opening ceremony, known as the Stirring of the Shadows, and then make our way.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm happy to do that. Yeah, maybe we could go to one of the taverns and people could jump on our Discord and join in all the fun and jokes and try and take on Day as the meme queen. I'm sure there's bounty boards there as well that say about TikToks and Instagrams, but there must be a stage to jump on.
Of course. The Cascas, it has a gorgeous stage. That's why I did it. It has a lot of musical artists along the time. You'd love them all of them. They have good names, some of these bands. So you may need a name between yourself and Bray to perform, but there will be some.
Well, it's like we can try and think of something. I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can. Trying to think what to call ourselves.
Mage Against the Machine.
That is freaking awesome. How long have you been thinking about that?
So in my other group, they formed a battle of the bands, and there was loads of band names I had to come up with. Backstreet Bards, I think, was one of them. Imagine Dragonborn. Aarakocra Grande. There was loads that were just these really bad like puns on names. Yeah. But yes, he says, well, I will meet you at Casca's, maybe 7, 8 in the evening. We will tell our stories. We'll spread our songs. Well, you will. I may have a few ales myself. But nonetheless, we will then get a good sleep and then make our way to Zespa after the morning festival, of course. But anyway, Zach just turns, and as always, he's like, Chris, you're annoying them. Let's go. And kind of Zach kind of grabs Chris's arm and begins to kind of drag this equally elderly man kind of out of the lodge. As Christian says, well, bye all of you. See you later.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Of course. And Zach just kind of looks at all and he says again, I'm sorry for him. He tries to help, but he doesn't get out much. And then kind of you see his kind of smile at the corner of Zach's mouth, and he heads Chris out of the lodge, leaving just the four of you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I know Bray's concentrating, and you two. I don't know if you two are just gonna stay here and watch the place. I do want to head back down to the markets. I'm happy to go on my own.
And I'm happy to come with you.
Sure.
Because
I
bitch
don't
sorted it.
saying.
But no, I'm
I think I'm nice, man. Yes, my stream's taking a bit of time to catch up that I'm watching to see all the chat. So,
Yes, so I will say Kaz and Lorenn will probably stay here, just kind of keeping an eye on the lodge. Obviously, having it just been attacked, they are just wanting to make sure that whatever is kind of left here is at least safe. So you two feel free to go off on whatever wild shenanigans you would like.
Wild shenanigans? Us? When would that ever happen?
Talking about us like that, I cannot believe it.
God, what the fuck's just happened? Really? What is going on here?
Oh, my screen looks like it's fine.
No, I know it looks like it's fine for you.
But if Bray's following, starts walking down, and he purposely walks past where he saw Glitterleaf. Was that
Glimmerleaf.
name?
Glimmerleaf, yeah.
Glimmerleaf. I wrote it wrong up there. He looks to see if he can still see the music box. Is the music box still there?
So, are you just looking like on the surface of this stall, or are you properly trying to kind of look in and grab like inside the kind of innards of the stall as well?
As we're going past, I'm having a look.
Those innards probably isn't the word for a stall, is it? But the inside of it, there you go, that's better. Yeah, so nothing is left on the surface as such. But if you kind of look in where the sort of stall is set up, it's sort of hollowed out. And yeah, there's definitely a few trinkets here and there, nothing of value. But as you're looking, your hand does come across the magic box.
Are you watching me, Bray, as I do this? As I'm just looking, like I'm just kind of cruising type thing.
For clarity, did we have Lorenn and Kas with us, or did they stay back?
They stayed behind, yeah.
Sorry, I had to zone out a little bit.
Yeah, no. So they've stayed back. So I'll kind of. Do you want me a quick recap of literally the past?
That's
5
fine.
minutes?
I'm following William. He's gone out to the shop and he's trying to find the wooden box.
Perfect. Yeah.
That's fine. Yes. It's very much like definitely. If he could look cross-eyed, he would, because it's one eye on you and one eye looking at everything around you. I'm happy to roll a perception check.
Is William trying to like hide that he's doing this, or is William quite openly doing this, Luke?
He's trying to be coy about it. He's not hiding. It's just more like, oh, look at that. Like, being one of those kids that shouldn't be touching everything in the candy store before choosing which sweet to shove in his mouth. But he's gradually just touching. Oh, yeah. He sees the box and he's like, I'm nearly there. I'm getting there. Type thing.
I know what stall we're at, though, from when we were here before.
Yes.
So it's like one of those, like...
Do you know what? I think, like, I'm not going to ask anything. Bray is going to know what William is trying to do. Bray was incredibly close to William, like, in that moment when it was all going on at that stall. He's going to know what William's looking for. If Luke is happy for that to kind of be the case, like, Bray is going to be well aware of what William's doing.
Okay.
Legit, it's the whole, like a quiet parent leaning over the shoulder, like whispering in his ear, like, be very careful what you do now.
think I'm learning. Just hear me out.
Right. Talk to me.
If these Fae, like you say, can give these powers, they have to take, like, I understand that, but they give these powers. What if, instead of this music box, I ask for something to try and communicate with Aurora?
Now,
I can, even if it's, I can just talk to her once a day, just to know she is safe and she's still okay.
I'm going to sound very harsh here. And to someone that's not an experienced... Well, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not an experienced adventurer. I'm experienced in how the world is, though. And I know I can and will sound like the bad guy. You will not be successful. What? I wasn't there, but from how it's been described, where a creature has literally reached in, grabbed a cleric, and then vanished without a trace, none of us are strong enough to do that. None of us have the real sway to even try pull that off either. She was connected heavily to a deity. And with what we've learnt about how the deities are vanishing, disappearing, and she was getting knowledge on that, and now she's being grabbed, I'm not sure even a powerful Fae can truly pull it off. Now, I don't want to just burst your bubble. I like the William bubble. It's very cute and it's very, admirable. You're a bit of a cutie patootie at times, but I don't want you to do something where you risk selling your identity, your soul, anything about yourself for such a minimal payoff. And this is the extra harsh bit. You've known Aurora for a few days. If it was your parents, someone that you've known for years, I would understand a lot more. And yes, her voice reached out to all of us. You do not know her. She might be a friend or a friendly acquaintance. She is not worth that much right now. And I'd like to even try and roll an intimidation on this.
Yeah, William. Could you both roll? Actually, what do you think William would be rolling again?
I want him to roll. I want him to roll insight on me, because depending on his roll on insight, he'll be able to glean something beyond just the attempted attempted telling off.
So can Bray give us the attempted telling off, which is what I'm going to call an intimidation check forever now, an attempted telling off check. Please, can you give this the attempted telling off check, please, Bray?
16.
And Luke?
15.
I
I got +0 and I rolled a 15.
Oh,
I've got +3 and I rolled a 13. Look. I mean, that's the thing. You weren't rolling to resist intimidation per se.
No.
You will detect enough this is enough to say you can detect fear a bit in what he's saying. Like, this isn't a...
Your intimidation is more, you're trying to protect him, not trying to scare him, Like,
yeah,
you need to listen to me type
Scare
thing.
him straight kind of thing, like those prison
Yeah.
things.
yeah. It's one of those things where this isn't someone that's aggressively having a go at you, but it's also someone that's tried to be polite and give you a warning, and you've not taken it. So now it's do not do this.
Yeah.
This is beyond what you can handle right now.
This is the second step of parenting.
Yeah.
After the friendly, no, let's not have it.
Put it
This
down.
is the grab. This is the grab the hood and pull the kid away.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, not quite yet.
It's for people to do that with me in life. Aiden, you don't want that.
Like, we've already established that I will pick you up and squat you, so do not think for a second he will not pick you up and carry you away.
You see, William's hand, he had slightly opened the music box, like, not planning to do anything, but he's slightly opened it, thinking it might get that glimmer leaf to come back, but he shuts it quickly. No, you're right. This is a force that none of us should be playing with.
Look, if you're going to do this, it is your life. I'm not going to stop you from going down that path. Do it right. This can't be something you're doing for Aurora. If you're going to do this, you have to do this for you. You do not sell part of yourself for someone else.
He walks away a little bit and just kind of stands there with his head just slightly, like, looking down. He waits to know that you're close. He goes, "Right, I got told off by Lorenn and Kas. You weren't there. Telling off is probably not the right words. I used my powers. I saw Lorenn was in dire need in the fight that we had against those shadowy undead things. So I gave her some of my power, some of my strength, what I could have done. And just to make sure that she stayed on her feet, I didn't take everything that I was going to die. I didn't, put myself in a vulnerable position, yes, but I know you guys can do what you need to do. And I did that for them, but I'd do that for me, and I would do it for you. I just want you to know that I'm not doing it to be horrible."
No. I'll pop my hand on the shot and I'm like, Clive, come with me. And I'm going to find a bench and I'm going to sit William down on the bench with me.
Yeah, so there'll be many banks around where the market's almost this like circle, sort of
Yeah.
circle. There'll be loads of benches dotted around. Some people just kind of munching some food, but there'll be one empty enough for you to kind of have a conversation, which is not going to be heard by any around you.
So this is the reason why I was not there that night. And I'm going to hold up my hand and you're going to see the little pin pricks where there's tiny little like marks in my fingertips, and I'll even on my prosthetic hand. This is why I was not there. And now I'm going to literally whip my dagger out and I'm going to stab William in the thigh.
Hang on, Ace Ventura.
William, that's 2 points of damage.
I'm dead. No. Okay.
And I'll quickly wipe it, put it down, and my hand's going to glow green, and I'm going to pop it right on his leg, and I'm going to heal it straight back up, and I'm going to use Cure Wounds.
How much do I heal? 2 points?
Well, it's a minimum of 6, so you'd heal enough.
Okay.
You're fine.
Mark off a spell slot. Look at me having spell slots. He's back as a healer. That is why I was not here.
Question, DM. Does
Yeah.
this leave a scar?
That much basic damage won't have done, though.
Okay.
And
I was going to say I was quite happy for him to have a scar on his leg. If that was the process.
Do you know what? This is Bray's first time healing. So I'm going to say yes, because the way Bray's learning, it's kind of first time using this kind of newfound magic, it'd have healed you, but it might not have been the tidiest healing job. So there will be it's almost like a white tattoo, like it's nearly invisible, but you can see it if you're Chris, and you would always know it's there.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I can't remember if I showed it in game, but I will pop the arm and I will pull out the little druidic focus I made. In order to be able to do that, I had to make this. And this is why I was out all night. This here lets me channel a level of natural magic from Elystra into some basic spells. I didn't necessarily take my own advice in full. I had helped to enhance a natural thing I had already learned. Except mine wasn't with a trickster archfey that is literally warned about in the books. I basically have signed up with the Beast Keepers. And as part of that, the Archdruid that runs it, or at least this sect, helped me with a ritual. Now, I haven't sold my soul, and I'm not technically signed up with them properly, but I have a level of loyalty, I guess. I'm like a contractor to them, as it stands.
Wait. So that's what you weren't going away and getting engaged to that man?
No, he's second in
Oh,
command.
thank God!
I know.
Right, that was. I didn't know how to tell you, but that was probably one of the most stupidest decisions you would have ever made.
I'm William. I know you've got this sort of schoolboy crush on me, and I understand that, but you also do need to understand that I might make that decision when I'm a bit older. You're gonna have to deal with that. But I'm not going to just jump and marry the first man I've met, and to be quite frank, I will happily snap his neck. Which I guess is kind of marriage, depending where you're from, but I just see him walk past in the distance like... But I will happily snap his, or at least snap an arm. It's how Goliath showed love. And his face does, like, fully, like... But,
Wait, I don't see. I see you as an older brother, as a friend, as you know what, I haven't had this much fun with someone else. Like the snowball fights, like learning how to do exercise.
we did work out.
We should not be left on our own devices, us three.
You're just like an older brother to me, and I'm so thankful. But that is like in the same way as maybe we can start doing a bit of exercise, press ups, sit ups, exercise, stuff like that together, and I will maybe help you with a bit of magic as well.
I'm sure I could bench press you a couple of times if I need to.
Can I just say,
He's
yeah,
turning as red as
hashtag
his mic.
Still, I love it. Still, mission complete.
For podcast listeners, I am crying and I'm bright red. I'm struggling. Oh my God.
Oh, mission complete. What's the next mission, guys? Come on, set us the next mission.
Next mission's for you lot, 100 followers by Christmas. There we go.
But,
Here, and I'm going to pull out the song that I've been working on. I've got an idea. can you play? Can you fiddle around and make this type of tune and trying to play like an upbeat, um, like you said before, like stuff that Bray probably would always play is the do-si do
Yeah,
type
the
thing.
country fiddlers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, don't worry.
he's aiming for that, and he gets his lute out, and he's just like playing bits there, and he gets his mage hands out, and he starts playing the flute. So like he's trying to show you like a little bit of...
So as it sort of goes, he'll pull it out and goes, "Don't worry. You know me. I'm always happy to fiddle with a handsome guy." And then just sort of jumps in with it.
And he's just gonna play like a bit, just have a time. Like he's mouthing the words. He's singing this song. I know what's gonna happen later is I'm gonna try and do the lyrics. It's gonna be really hard because it's quite fast, and I'm dyslexic, dyspraxic, and I'm gonna ADHD. I'm gonna mess this up big time. But he's gonna like have a bit of a, hopefully a bonding moment, trying to work out this type of stuff. And at some point, he asks if you can teach him how to play the violin a bit. Like he wants to learn to play a bit and just the basics and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could teach you some. So yeah, I was taught the violin by the party that sort of took me to the monastery. It wasn't until I actually got my hand that I was able to fully play. So I've only been playing for about 2 years, maybe 2 years or so. But I can teach you some of the basics that I know. If we ever come across the people that showed me, I'm sure they would be more than happy to help. Yeah, there was a quite accomplished bard that travelled with them.
Oh, I wouldn't have said that you played for 2 years. I think you're really good.
I'm skilled with my fingers.
I was going to say as am I, but then that would make it even worse.
Also, sorry everyone, I keep moving because I fucked my back. So I'm having to move to stretch it and sit in different positions.
Well, whilst we're out and about, should we have a look at some more of these stands and stuff? The only thing if we see one is a music box. That's the only thing that I want to buy. If I try and buy anything else, please just tell me no. That's the only thing that I want to actually buy. I don't need any more rabbits. I don't.
Where is your rabbit?
Fluffy! Looking around. He's in the lodge, yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things where Bray knew exactly where it is. Bray has left the rabbit with Kas. And like...
That's probably actually the most sensible person to leave Fluffy with.
Oh, exactly.
Having Lady Velvet.
Exactly.
It's the one person that doesn't want it completely at all.
Well, that's equally true. It's the one person who doesn't want the rabbit, but it's probably the most sensible.
So, like... but Bray knowing this, he's been waiting for William to bring it up. I'm like, it's the whole Jester Sprinkle bit is going to be William and this fucking rabbit.
Yeah. So as you look around, kind of William's glancing at these other stalls. Let's say they're all relatively empty. You can tell that there's preparations going on for the festival. You can tell there's almost lanterns being put on a lot of the trees that wouldn't normally have them, almost lining the streets. There's a couple of more. There's one. He's not elderly elf. He's probably like a couple hundred years old. It's not like old for an elf. Him with quite an even more elderly elf next to him on one of the stalls. There's one that's run by a furbolg. You know, I love a good furbolg. But those are the only two who are really at stalls as such. The rest are either empty, or you can see people packing down and getting ready to help with the setting up of the first day of the festival for tomorrow.
Oh. So, what would you like to go and see first, William?
Oh. Do you think any of these stalls would have... I'd keep doing things for myself. Bray, what... Is there anything you need, or, like...
honestly, right now, I want to keep you happy and entertained and not, half of a human.
Thank you, Bray.
I-
I'm trying to not focus too much on Aurora's missing. I feel like I want to run and try and find her, but I don't know how. I got told that we need to sit down and think, but my head just thinks and I think and I think, and it sounds silly, but it's almost like there's a clock that tick tock in my head with two different ideas of running or staying or fighting or fleeing or talking or singing. My I don't know where I sit. I feel like I always have to be on the move at the moment.
And that's perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, right. You don't say that, fine, let's walk and talk. Come on. And I'm going to, again, start taking a couple of steps. Right. You have had a bit of a cushy life. Fairly basic. Looked after by a family, and now you've got a bit of a wanderlust and have hit quite a hiccup with one of your first travel companions being abducted.
Yeah.
Fair assumption, fair generalization. Have I told you a bit about some of my marks and some of my scars?
You have about one about being stabbed when you were very young, just so they could test out the blade. Yes, I do remember that.
There are about 150 scars on my body. Take a guess how many of them I got before I went to the monastery and started actual combat training.
5, probably.
Higher.
6, 7.
Oh god. A lot,
Day dot dot dot.
Right. I was 14 when I left my clan. 138.
Wow.
Including and they are the ones that wouldn't heal correctly.
Wait. Your clan, is that a clan's family?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to know the best part? My family lineage are the leaders of the clan. And because I'm a bastard child of twin heritage, this is what I get. So, the desire to keep moving, I do completely understand. I've wanted to run since I was. since I could barely walk. And the worst wound happened on the day that I got away. By the worst person it could have happened by. And I got lucky. I found a town to take me in, and I was there for 2 years, and that town got attacked. And then I was found by the party that came to save the town, and they took me to the monastery, where I eventually managed to start training and learning and getting an arm, then violin and combat practice. Like, it's
Bray.
it's not an easy life. I envy you for a bit, I'm not going to lie, and it's why I'm going to try and protect you and keep you in that bubble so you don't end up missing part of yourself for trusting the wrong person. People that you think should look after you and care for you because that's what everyone tells you that they're meant to do. That's what their instinct is. But when it comes down to it, people's self-preservation ultimately overrules what they should care for. So I'm telling you now, I understand you have a spell that you've used your own essence to save people. Be very careful with that. The magic I've obtained doesn't harm me. Consider yours a last-ditch effort. I will do all I can to keep you and everyone else going. That is my job, if you will. The meat shield, the one that can deal a little bit of damage here and there. And the one that can then rescue if needed. The combat first aider, if you will. Having the choice to run and stay is not a bad thing. I wanted to run, but I was forced to stay. Having options is good. Having options is difficult. And I'm saying you be careful when you take it, because when you take an option and it's the wrong option, well, it can lead to someone you care deeply about and the only person you thought ever cared for you, leaving you in a worse state than you've been at any point in your life. Now, I'm not saying this to burst your bubble. I'm not saying this to hurt you. I'm saying this, learn from my experience. Have fun. Have a laugh. Try not to sell your soul to a archfey, or a fey in general. But if you want that music box, that same music box that you've seen and you felt drawn to, talk properly with them again. Just don't do it for someone else.
Bray, your family wasn't family. Family doesn't. I know what you say, but family doesn't hurt you. They try to help you. They try to keep you alive, and I'm your family. I'm gonna keep you alive. I will. I don't want you taking everything from me. Like taking the hits, giving me the heals. No, I need to look after you. And those dogs are really getting excited.
Yeah, there was a lot of stray dogs for this festival.
There is about 7 around here.
It's fine. It's a city of 4 animals and the fae. Hey, I've just joined a guild for them.
No, I know.
I pat the dog that's whining beside William.
I guess I've got something like you now. And I just my hand, he just rubs across the leg, knowing where that scar is. Just like,
I did not
Yeah,
mean to
but-
leave a scar. I am due with the healing. I do apologise.
no, it, it's me and you, we're family. You healed it, you did. As he tries to walk away in front of you, just as a joke, he tries to hobble just a little bit on that leg. And he turns and goes, I'm fine.
I
Give me a
absolutely
performance
kick him I'm going to kick him in the arse.
You say do a performance.
Yes, please. I want to see how good this is.
Okay. That is a 17.
Bray feels guilty.
Bray feels rather guilty. He's feeling this, but he still goes to kick him anyway. It's Bray. Lovely, amazingly lovely heart-to-heart between Bray and William about the past. Where is William now wanting to go?
I'm not sure. Thinking, seeing everyone setting up and stuff, maybe just might say to Bray, should we help out a bit and then maybe go to that pub? It's maybe using his mage hands if he can to help put the lanterns up and stuff like that. But
Are you wanting to go to any of the stall owners, or are you more just generally helping out kind of the people of Mosswood?
yeah, I think listening to like where we're speaking, it's just a general. He wants to help now.
Cool.
He wants to show that people are nice and we are a family and we help each other. And he's got that really into his head after hearing what was said.
Yeah. Is Bray joining in? Is Bray wanting to kind of do anything else, or is Bray happy kind of giving a bit of a hand here and there with the festival?
Oh, he'll give a hand here and there, sort of thing. Bit of heavy lifting, you know. Joys of being part Goliath, you know, the whole like carrying capacity as a size larger sort of situation was like, oh, heavy lifting, there we go. You know, doing stuff that Dudley physically can't do today. For weeks.
Bless you. So yes, I take it after this, kind of, as I say, the main aim is kind of to head to Casca's, and to have this sort of jolly time that was promised to you by the fisherman.
Yeah.
So we will say, like, the rest of the party come with, kind of have everyone as a group together. We don't want to... Oh, what's happened?
One of the memes. An important lesson from Bray. A stab wound.
So yes, so you the party come with you. They're not leaving you on your own. You get in support, and you make your way into Casca's, which, as you get in, is an incredibly traditional-looking tavern. It's nothing. There's nothing fancy about it inside. It's got a lovely little kind of roaring fire in the middle. There's kind of rows of chairs around it. But kind of towards one of the back walls, you've got the bar. But then either side of it, there's almost 2 stages coming off of it. And as you walk in, you do spot Chris and Zach at a table. They don't notice you, but you do spot them at a table with sort of 5 or 6 chairs free. So they've obviously tried to get something to be able to like accommodate the rest of your group. And that's what you see as you enter Casca's.
I shoot them. I'm not even a gunslinger, but I do it. I know. Like, as I sort of go in, I'll just pat William. What drink do you want?
Can I have an ale?
You sound like a child asking if he's allowed something. Yes, I will get you an ale. And one day, when your bubble pops and you're ready, I'll tell you my full story. I'll tell you all the actual details. I'll pat him on the back as I walk to the bar.
I like that. And as he walks away, he's like, thanks, Bray. But to a point where he's far enough away, it's like he just goes, thanks, Bray.
Okay, so Bray heads to the bar, and there's quite a large gentleman, human, probably in like mid-20s, early 30s. He says, welcome to Casca's. It's here for good time, here for a long time. What's it I can get you, young sir?
I'll have a child's ale.
Non-alcoholic?
No, and give me
Like sized?
yes.
Okay, small one, of course.
And then 2 large ales. But can you bring the second one over in about 2 minutes? Because I'm just pulling a prank. I'm just winding up a member of my party.
Okay, of course. I will get those to you soon. Probably 1 gold piece for the lot.
Oh, easy. I'll pop it down, and I'll pop like 3 or 4 gold pieces, and just say like as the equivalent of a tab sort of thing.
Yeah, like keep it coming kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's like, but I will say like after the first one, can one of them for me be non-alcoholic, please?
Of course, I will. I'll see to it. I may not be the one bringing them across, but I will see to it.
Thank you kindly.
I take it you're here for the celebrations. The festival starts tomorrow. We always like to have a little get-together of the local folk. Some tell stories, some tell tales, some sing songs, some say poetry. Not too fun of that one, but it's all the same here.
For what it's worth, I travel with a sorcerer's bard. I'm sure he's going to try to get up on stage, and I play a violin, so he's going to pull me up with him.
Fantastic. Well, either stage, it doesn't matter. It's just easier depending where you are in the room. We thought 1 stage, you may have to push past people. But 2 stages, at least you can go either way.
Oh, trust me, I go anywhere I choose. Thank you kindly.
And he doesn't really register this, but he goes, oh, of course, any stage is yours. I'll bring the drinks
Cheeky
over.
wink. And I
goes and you kind of see him beginning to kind of pull the tap down on these drinks.
Yeah, I'll take the first 2 with me, like the child one and a regular one for myself, and then wait. Yeah. Alright, I'll make my way back. Alright, here you go with it, and I pop down the child's ale. I pop down mine.
Have you sat with Chris and Zach, by the way, just so I'm aware, William? Because you'd have probably chosen somewhere to sit.
No, I probably would have done. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they've already got kind of tankards full. They're quite content.
Right.
Oh.
Sorry, they only had. This is when I highlighted you from across the bar. This is the size that they said that you needed. So.
Okay. I guess bottoms up.
It's like that size.
As you say bottoms up, Chris says, "Oh, of course, always bottoms up."
Is this when the other one stands up?
Yeah. But Chris. Oh, God. Is it break time? Yeah, another 10 minutes, right? So he says, "Well, cheers to Mosswood, to Zesper, and Twinned Peaks, and fishing. That's all, really." And he kind of raises his sort of mug of ale.
The fishermen friends.
To fishermen friends and the cuties. And yes, Clint Glass. And so you can tell Chris is a little tipsy at this point. He's had a few ales before he arrived, and Zach turns to kind of Bray and William. So, are you going to get up soon and perform?
Hopefully, yeah. If can get up on stage, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Have you decided on a name yet?
Brokeback Mountain.
No, I don't like that one.
No, bit corny.
Yeah. Shall we just be the fishermen friends? Just for tonight? Cass hates that name, so...
You'd be surprised how hard a name can stick, though. You know what? I think, realistically, we need 10 minutes or so to think about this.
We do.
I agree.
So, on that, we are going to take our short break. It's been mental this past 2 hours, and I think my brain needs to relax. But yes, so everyone so far, thank you for watching. We've had good numbers. It's really lovely to see people in there, see people chatting. Yeah, if you've got any name ideas at all for William and Bray's little musical duo, please chuck it in the chat. We'll be away for about, as we say, about 10 minutes or so. Then we'll get the musical genius of William and Bray. Hopefully, we'll get the start of the festival the following day. But That's for 10 minutes' time. And with that, I'll catch you soon. Cheers, everyone. See you in a bit.
Right.
Welcome back, everybody. Ignore the two children that I am on the stream with. Yes, we had a quick break. Lovely to. Oh God, Lou, you got to do a song, mate. So come on. So yes, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining in and thank you for chatting. It's honestly so lovely to have people chatting. And I've just seen above at the top people subscribing. So thank you, Jack. I've seen you subscribed again. So. A 2 month long cutie, and I can say that because he's like my childhood friend, so it doesn't feel weird when I call him a cutie. But anyway,
Queen Codex was on 3 months, and you never mentioned that, did you?
Well, thank you as well to all of you who subscribed, gifted subscriptions, all those things. It honestly has been amazing. Emily, you don't want behind the scenes, believe me. You can use your imagination the best you can, or I may tell you on Monday. We will see. It may be a secret. We might.
The amount of times I'm topless when we go on break.
All of us, we just get naked at this point. Luke especially, he loves it. Right. Just the beard covering it. Anyway, it's like a beard all the way down. Anyway.
One quick BTS we were discussing doing a QTE calendar where it's just going to be sexy fireman photos and sexy because we've got ex-army, we've got RAF, we've had Navy and all this, and but it's just mainly going to be like Luke, his beard, and then his skimpiest thong.
I'm all right.
Or a high-vis jacket.
If we get
and
to
booty
100
shorts.
Followers.
Do you know what the worst bit is? Is at work I had two people go, do you know what, can I actually listen in today? And it's like, yeah, why not? Sure.
So if you approach Luke at work, ask him about this calendar. He might sign a copy for you. Once it comes out on questingthroughelystra.com.co.uk.org.orgy, it will be there.
No.
But, on that bearded bombshell, which is Luke, we will get back into the session.
That was my old drag thing. I was the bearded bombshell because when I would course it in and then pad out, and obviously I still kept the beard.
Perfect. So bearded bombshells are like how much? £5.37. Maybe. God. Sorry. Right. You guys see now why I need Rex and Chris? Okay. He's like controlling two children. God. Right. And. Right, 10 calendars of Luke and Skimpy songs. Perfect. Yes, God, right. Yeah, Emily, unfortunately we don't take a break on Mondays, so you don't get to see Luke and his thong, unfortunately.
You'll never get to see Luke
in you get to see Luke and his thong, no, that's just for me and Deb.
Yeah, I will sort that.
That's just for us two. Sorry, Chris, sorry, Rex.
Chris, come back.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chris, Rex, Kylie, you guys have missed out. No, they're bad influence on me now. But no, so we will get back. Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of session 8 of Questing Through Elystra, Chains of the Pantheon. So we left it looking for a band name, deciding on a band name. And as you're doing this, Zach, the fisherman, gets up and he just leads down to goes, right, I'm going to announce you two that there's how it's done here. What are you going by again?
Well, after deep consideration, I'm thinking about...
Day, Fallout Bard.
So that's so good, but we've got to do this because... Lorenn? Yeah, she's nodding. Lorenn really likes this name. She's... Okay. Potato.
Oh, like the food, yes.
You just have to do it like that. You've got to go potato.
Potato.
A little bit more space between the T and the toe.
Oh, toe.
Perfect.
Okay, so he stands up and he kind of stands on his chair as well, which is looking very rickety. This sort of 70-plus-year-old portly human man kind of holding onto this chair. Says, ladies and gentlemen, and all orcs in between, prepare yourselves for the duo that's about to light up the stage with spell and skill. Give it up for Poe, Tay, Toe. And with that, he kind of gets everyone starting to clap and everyone starting to cheer as he encourages you all to get on either of the stages.
I cast fog cloud to create a rolling smoke effect like dry ice.
Can you see through that?
I can control how, like, where it is.
Oh,
sort of.
it's not, you're not going to just stumble over everything. Then.
No, I'm making like it's almost like a mist that we walk through, and it sort of just falls and becomes like knee height sort of thing.
Cool. Yeah, so he kind of gets the cheering going, and as they either left or right, or one person each stage, whatever you would like to perform.
Right. And now,
You ready?
because I can do sensory effects with Druidcraft.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm assuming, knowing William, he's going to have a level of arcaneness to enhance this thing like he did before. I'm going to create, so if I can create harmless sensory effects, just falling leaves, spectral dancing fairies, stuff like that. I'm going to create like spectral, like almost like glowing jellyfish, like the ones that like bioluminescent at night.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get them to sort of just appear around me as like, and they're going to follow my violin bow as I bring it round, and then they're just going to like circle me as I get ready.
Amazing.
Bray, attention seeking.
Never.
I'm going to start doing minor illusions and like just getting some bits just kind of float when we start, not kind of now. But you see, William steps up onto the stage, Bray up besides, we're getting ready. I take the loot off my back, as I did last time. I put it out to the side, but as I drop it, I'm gonna throw it up in the air. Actually, throw it up in the air, and it stops. And two mage hands grab hold of it, a blue and a green. They get ready. He pulls out then a flute, and he's nods to Bray, and it is this very foot tap in, trying to get people going. It's like almost, you see him just, he's doing this and then he's pulling it away. And before he starts even singing with these almost fey things flying around, fairies, stuff like a dragon flies over with a minor illusion, little fireworks. He starts singing something in a language that I don't know if many people know, but he does bird folk. So it's all whistles and tweets and everything like that, just trying to get everything going. And he stops that, and they're still playing. He goes, "This song, ladies and gentlemen, one step at a time." And just gets a beat. And again, as I said in the first one, when I did the first one, trying to sing it along, I am no, Elvis Presley, amazing, sing song. So please bear with me. And it's a bit fast, so music's playing. He goes, "The dust on the road is on my skin, but I tossed a coin and enter in. The wolf is howling at the moon, but I am humming a different tune. So wash the blood off your hands to drink the finest within our lands. As the forest holds its breath in fright, but I will sing with all my might. The shadows stretch way outside," and minor illusions gets these black shadows just fly out from him, and they shoot back in, and he points straight to the door. He goes, "But the door here are open wide. Oh, they're open wide. Tomorrow comes the steel and strife, so tonight we drink to sweet, sweet life." And he's playing a bit more, and then all of a sudden, minor illusion, this arc comes up behind him, and it goes all black behind, and you see almost like two eyes just kind of above them, a bit like spooky. The monster stalks within the den, but we are laughing once again, ha ha ha! And as he does that, fireworks come out from the eyes, and it all just explodes. And he slows it down a bit. The grave is cold, it's deep and black, but we ain't looking back. Chilling, and finishes.
So applause around everyone, and Zach gets up again as he did before. Wow, what a performance from my friends! Give it up one more time for Potato.
I don't know why you say it so slowly. Are you drunk?
Not yet, but, and he shouts out again, remember, they are here for one night only. If you want a piece of magic to take home, just out of Casca, there's signed sketches of both of them waiting. Each one capturing a little bit of tonight's performance, but only tonight. So, don't miss it. And now, incredibly drunk, Chris stands up as well. Yes, and if you want fishing supplies, I could help with that too. And Zach kind of pushes him down and says, shut up again. And says, but yes, final time, Potato. And they all cheer. And you get a rapturous applause from around
Right.
Casca.
I think he's had a stroke.
Have you heard about the crows going wild?
I mean, yes, I mean, absolutely. I mean, then again, crows are very incredibly smart creatures. Of course they're going to be obsessed with me.
I mean, to be fair, it is yet another day.
Another day, another subscriber to our OnlyFans. Anyway,
That's the behind the scenes people need or want. Don't need, they just want. I did like it.
I love
Yes.
that.
So,
It's a joke.
yeah, I like it. So, yes, you come back to your seats, and Chris he is gone. He is incredibly drunk. He's responsive, but he's just very merry, incredibly merry, wanting to just pat you on the back, hug you, all this. Zach's a little bit more composed at this point, and just kind of more quietly to you two says, "You two, that was lovely, I must say. I didn't expect it from the two of you, but it was good fun. And he kind of now hushes his voice a lot more. He says, so, are we still with the original plan of leaving tomorrow?
yes.
Okay, what time works best for you guys? And he kind of looks to the party now.
I'll say, let's have our noon meal and we'll head off after that. That way this one can enjoy the morning open.
Ah, perfect. So, should we meet here? Around sort of 1 o'clock?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, thank you, guys. I really enjoyed that. Thank you.
That's not a problem.
No, Bray, seriously, thank you. I couldn't have done that song without your talents up on the stage. Thank you.
Do not sell yourself short.
Well, I'm not as tall as you, for starters.
There's many of people not as something as me. Not as big, not as brawny, not as sexy. And the whole, like with the almost like the TikTok transitions, those little jellyfish that are still there and sort of bioluminescent are just going to wrap round and then come up to like overlight to create like the shadow effect on his abs and stuff like that. So it's like really like highlighting his body as he says it. It's like, and he is going to very intentionally like really tense every muscle. So it's like a really clear like washboard, define. And it's like, not everyone's got this.
I'm glad you're my brother.
I know, otherwise this would be very weird and slightly incestuous.
Exactly.
So as this strange conversation is going on, Chris stands up. Says, everyone, hello. I would like to introduce myself as the Toe May toes. Yes, yes. The kings are fishing and splashing. Grab your rods and grab your nets. The fish will the beer.
I'm gonna
William,
cast.
anything?
I'm gonna cast sleep on him, and let him just try and get him to fall asleep.
So Ashidi says, the fish. And he just his head just goes into the
As he
table.
goes, I will walk up and just like shoulder catch him and just like a bouncer taking someone out. I'm like, right, I'm gonna take this one back to pop his head down.
So as you do, Zach she says, thank you. I'll come with you. The rest
Will
of
it-
you.
That-
I'll see you here later tomorrow.
I mean, Lorenn and Kas are still at the house, aren't they?
They came to support you,
Okay.
but they could go back with anyone if you wanted them to.
Mainly because Bray doesn't want to leave anyone by themselves at this point.
We could say Lorenn takes Chris and Zach back.
Yeah.
And Kaz kind of just goes with her to kind of add the muscle.
I'll be okay. I'll be okay on my own if you want. Yeah, if you want to go, I can sit there.
Are you thinking of going back for that music box again?
No.
Parents' eye insight check.
Okay.
Librarian style.
Deception from actually William. What is the truth? Is William or isn't he?
Wherever the correct charisma check is, whether it's persuasion or deception.
Yeah,
Can
exactly.
can I roll and then kind of tell him afterwards?
Yeah,
of course,
don't tell me what it is.
Yeah,
just
give us a persuasion.
Or whichever one is relevant.
Okay.
I'm going to use my heroic inspiration that you gave me a couple of sessions ago that I never got to use. Oh, I'm glad I did.
What did Ducky get?
23.
Oh.
Insight. 24. I went from a 2 to a 20.
He is telling the truth. He's not going to get the music box.
I pat him on the head.
So is Bray going to head back with the others?
I'm going to be going wherever William wants to. I'm effectively acting as a bodyguard right now.
Brilliant.
A big brother looking after his little brother.
Lovely. So what's William wanting to do?
William wants to go outside. He's almost. He's like. He says to Bray, "I just need a minute, just a bit of fresh air. I think the ale's got to me a little bit." Yeah.
That's not
And he walks outside and he just goes over close to a tree that's nearby and he struggles a bit, but he gets the shield off his back and he spins it round, puts it so it's facing outwards, and he just closes his eyes, puts a hand out onto the shield. And he's going to cast message into the shield. He's... Slunia? Anyone? Aurora? Please, you can hear me, Aurora, keep yourself safe. If any of you deities can hear me, you keep her safe. I swear to you, if she is not safe when we find her, there is going to be trouble. And he's just going to grab his pocket watch, put it up against the thing, and he's just going to tap it a little bit, just like ting, 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 like See if he can make the pocket watch start working by hitting it on the shield. And he thinks, hang on a second. And he pings it open and he looks at the compass side. Okay, I'm guessing it's spinning still.
It's still spinning, but the ticking is still continuing.
Okay. You're starting to work. You're starting to work. So show me, point me in the way to Aurora. Show me that she's still alive just by pointing. Tell me something.
Nothing, unfortunately, comes.
He closes it. He gets in the fist like he's going to throw it. And then stops himself, puts it back in his pocket. Grabs the shield. Using his mage hands, using the tree a bit, he gets it back on his back. As his little stumble again. Right. I'm going to find you. I am going to find you. And then he's going to walk back into the pub and go, another drink?
I've already put a tab down. The entire time, Bray didn't physically go out, but he was literally like out the window, like looking through the window.
Keeping an eye.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the moment there would have been the slightest thing, he would have action dashed, and like even like if I had to bonus action, like fully, even though I knew it wouldn't be that far away, it was going to be the equivalent of like 120 feet a second tackle into him. Like, no, no one's touching my sweet boy. He's a good boy.
That extra drink, is that it for you guys for the evening?
I think Bray obviously switched to non-alcoholic after the first, so he's not.
Yes.
But yeah, he's like I said, he is basically content with it. He's just sort of there looking at Williams like, you know, don't take this the wrong way. That harness kind of suits you.
Oh, do you need it back?
No,
Your arm?
not at all. The arm is basically fused to me. It only comes off if I choose to, or if I die. The people who made it for me, they didn't know that about the arm, so I sort of have worn it as it was a gift from some of the other students at the monastery. So make sure you look after it for me.
Of course. I will. He's going to make sure it's like he's trying to make sure it's definitely tight enough. It's not going to fall off or move. So.
Mm-hmm. But no. Right. Are you right? We need to get a nice early night so we can be well rested for tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. I need to take Fluffy out so he does his wheeze and poos in the garden and eats some more grass.
Mm-hmm. And make sure you read that book before bed.
Yeah, I need to start reading the book. Yeah.
That's
Right.
all of you.
Yeah, we'll take sort of we'll go back together.
She make your way back to the lodge. Cass and Lorenn waiting, having. Oh yes.
One thing as we're walking back, William does keep, and you may notice he keeps looking at the moon, just walking along. If the moon's visible, or every time it goes behind a cloud, he's not looking, or whatever.
So we'll be not quite a full moon, but just shy of ready for the festival. Okay, so you'll get a long rest. Heal up any.
So once we get back and the others go to Do you have something before we get back?
I always do alarm. At night, I'm going to just
Okay.
put the alarm.
The grandfather clock
first.
sound alarm.
Yeah.
Like before.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bray is going to sort of take a seat at the table. Just once everyone's asleep, and he is going to sit there, trident in one hand, dagger in the other, and he is not sleeping.
Okay.
He is staying up the entire night.
Cool. So mechanically, level 1 exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
But that's fine.
And he's just going to
It's
treat
kind of-
it like, so when that people start moving in the morning, he's just going to start doing some exercises sort of thing, so that looks like he's just got up early and started.
So as everyone begins to wake up, you are hearing. There's voices already. It's maybe 7, 8 in the morning. You're hearing voices. There's kids laughing. There's voices just of almost joy and happiness. Something which, on this admittedly tumultuous past couple of weeks you guys have had together, isn't necessarily something you've heard within the town. So it's a really nice welcome change. What would you all like to do as you wake up?
Before we leave, come over, and gonna hold hands, make the circle. I'm gonna cast my aid with extended spell on all 3 of them, and it was a good night last night. Good morning, good morning. We slept the whole night through. Good morning, good morning. And he looks at Lorenn. To you, gives a no, actually gives it, because you don't have it now, do you, Bray? Gives it to Bray. You and Kas. He goes, and you, and he squeezes just Lorenn's hand. And you, and that is his kind of that, and then obviously making sure that his lovely rabbit is getting fed grass. But something you notice that might be a little bit different is he's holding this rabbit a little bit more extended arms. Let's just put it down so it can eat some grass. Yeah, okay, let's put you back in the room for the moment.
While he's sort of having that, I will just quickly use Druidcraft, and I'm going to fill the ceiling with a weather sensor, basically. Well, it says a tiny harmless sensory effect, but I'm being dramatic. Basically, give me a rough estimate of what the weather's going to be for the next 24 hours.
Cool. So the natural chill of Night Vale is going to be there, especially as we're getting towards the end of the month and towards frost rain, where snow really kicks in. But the next 24 hours isn't going to be anything tumultuous. It'll be pretty clear, it'll be clear skies. So it's going to be very cold at night. That sheer chill that comes from a cloudless sky. But you're not going to get rained on. It's not going to be heavy snow. It's just going to be quite an acceptable journey, just a bit chilly.
Yeah, and I did forget to mention, obviously, using my cartographer's kit over the period of night, I'm just going to fill in my map for the area, and taking my original map and then what I know for the area, and sort of just having an updated copy as I go.
Of course.
Because she's a geography nerd. In game.
So, William will have noted from the leaflet Chris gave him about the festival that the festival for today, the first day is known as the Stirring of Shadows, and in it states that at 10 a.m. There will be a festival that starts the Stirring of Shadows. It kind of lasts from sort of 10 till 11, followed with kind of food and drinks and a little bit of celebrations. And it's held within the town centre, of Mosswood.
Let's look. Starts at 10 o'clock. Shall we head down? All of a sudden, he seems to be a bit clammy reading shadows. Bringing shadows. a little bit clammy.
Well, to be fair, sort of said that I'm sort of.
Are you okay, Bray? You never get your words tired.
It's not the best sleep. That's all. I would just say let's. It's realistically like we're hanging around so that you can sort of have this experience. The rest of us have all had it to some degree, so it's whatever you really want for right now. This is a special moment for you.
I would like to go watch the start of this festival.
That's exactly what we're gonna do, little man.
Okay. Are we all going?
Yeah, because we can then head straight off without having to come back for our stuff.
Okay. Let's make sure we grab the. And he runs back to the room. He gets the shield up on his back.
Yeah.
He comes out and you see he's trying to pick up everything else of hers. In like it's like we're bringing this, right? And he's trying to walk it over.
Yeah. We'll sort of just anything that she didn't have on herself, we'll sort of spread out amongst ourselves. So maybe one person's got an extra bedroll on them, so it's just not all one person being over encumbered. Yeah, we're good to go.
Okay.
Hey, so you make your way towards the centre of Mosswood, as it is stated on what are you all giggling at?
Nothing.
Making my way.
We're rip-off.
Fantastic.
D&D is nothing's original.
Not at all. Well, a little bit. So, as you make your way towards the centre of Mosswood, and you see the sort of the morning frost on the treetops, and you see this gold lighting filtering through the misty canopies. You notice that lanterns, many you helped put up, but lanterns are hanging from every branch. Some shaped like leaves, others like tiny mushrooms, some very traditional lantern looks. And as you walk through, the smell of pine, cold earth, and almost the sweetness of offerings of berries, small carvings left for spirits of the forest surround you. And atop, you see a wide wooden platform within the whispering canopies. And a Lowen Thistledown, the High Warden of Mosswood, steps forward. And you see her, and obviously Bray recognises her, the others may not. But you see her robes rippling like leaves in the wind, and you see tiny blooms and braided vines on her. And she raises her hands, and as she does, the crowd all quiet. They are ready to hang on every word as her voice carries over the morning air. She looks at all of you, and all of you feel that she's catching your eye at some point. You feel that she's speaking directly to you. Friends, travellers, and children of the forest, welcome to the Shrouded Lantern Parade. Today, on the first day, we honour the stirring of the shadows. The forest awakens with shadows lengthening, and astral spirits begin to walk amongst our waking world again. They may walk unseen amongst us, their whispers within the wind, their breath in the frost. And she gestures towards, as you see, sort of children are gathering nearby, and they're all adorning these charms towards the wooden barrier around her. These charms here, they hold our hopes, our wishes, and our memories. You yourselves may have some of these. Whisper into them, carve your intentions into their wood, and place them amongst the bowls. Tonight they will bloom into lanterns, flickering with life. And as you look around, you see a couple of sort of fae. They look like twins, a couple of fae going around almost kind of handing out these little trinkets, as I say, they're more like little acorns, very kind of naturistic trinkets to all of you. And you see, and she now lowers her voice, almost as if only the wind itself could hear. She says, so, I remind you, whilst these trinkets may seem meaningless, Remember that the stories they tell grow from the hearts of those who dwell here. Mosswood thrives because we honour one another, because we respect the forest and all creatures within. Watch, listen, and feel. The shadows will stir, and sometimes they will speak to you. Sometimes they will laugh. Other times, they may ask for help. But enjoy the festival, because remember, it is exactly that, a festival. And as she says, she turns away and begins heading back into her area within the canopies. And as the crowd begins to disperse and the morning sunlight begins to climb higher, you hear quite hulking footsteps behind you, quite loud. They're definitely not taking any effort to be silent. And Zach is pushing through with his fishing gear on his back. He pushes through the cluster of festival goers, kind of very red-cheeked, dragging along a quite worse for wear looking Chris with him. And he just turns to him and says, "Right, found you at last. The bloody Fae, they tied my boots together." And you see like the laces are looking very frazzled, as if he's almost just sawn them with a knife or an axe of some sort. And he says, weird day, but anyway, so what's the plan? Kind of turning to Bray and William. Are we staying for some food, or are we going to head off early? What do you want to do?
We're going to head off afternoon meal, so we can have a little bit of explore of the festival, get some food, and then head off when we've had some a warm filling.
Of course. Well, not much to the festival this morning, I'm afraid. Get the trinkets, carve something into them. That's really all that happens today. But if I meet with Kaskas for some food, we could then head off, as I say, maybe 1-2 p.m. and begin making our way to Zesper.
Sounds like a plan.
Perfect. Well, I don't mean to keep you. And he turns to Chris and says, "And you have something to say to them, don't you?" And Chris very worse for wear, very sorry for himself, kind of goes to play and says, I didn't mean to make a fool of you last night. I should have thought better of it. And your performance, even though I can't really remember it, was lovely. So, I'm sorry. I will make sure we get you to Zesper safe. And I've been told I'm not to drink that much again, at least while we're guiding you to Zesper.
Well, do not worry. We're not the ones you made a fool of. And I will, as someone's walking past, I'm just going to steal a drink right from their hand. I'm not even going to look. I'm going to pop it in his hand. There you go.
And he looks at it, and he looks at Zach, and Zach just smacks it out of his hand, says, "Chris, no." Okay then.
You do know that was a non-alcoholic tankard, don't you? Look at it. You can tell by like the slight green on the rim.
Zach just looks at you. I couldn't trust it. He's a bit of a pisshead. And Chris just goes, "Okay, well, I'll see you at Kaskas. Have a good morning. I hope you find a good trinket to put your wish into. But anyway, see you soon." And he tottles off, as I say, kind of the usual, quite comfortable, quite happy, quite jolly, almost sort of totter as they walk away, leaving all of you. As I say, there's these bowls that were mentioned that are kind of dotted around where everyone was, with sort of there's trinkets laying by, I say, whether it's acorns or pine cones or just something naturistic, as they say, to almost speak your wishes, speak your dreams into. What would you like to do?
You okay if I go over to that bowl over there?
Oh, of course. You do not need to ask permission.
Okay, and I run over.
There you go. And Bray sort of has this little moment where he sat there, just like, sort of like a stoic scowl, but then it's just this. Like, it's like when you see a child like running into a play pit sort of thing. Like, not a random child, to be clear. I am not a creep. However, I've got nieces and nephews. But it's
Children
like
that I know.
children that you are aware of and that you've looked after, that sort of thing. You have
Yes.
an existing personal relationship with. And you see their excitement, like, oh, Park! Oh! And it's very much like that. Oh, look at that cutie. And then just just follow along. Bray will make a little wish as well.
Okay. So, as you go down and say it's whether it's an acorn, a pumpkin, whatever it is, it's kind of irrelevant. But as Bray gets it, and he kind of speaks his wish into it, would Dudley want to share what Bray's wish would be, or is it something Bray would want to keep for himself and not tell the party?
Oh, he is not opening his mouth about this.
Cool. William. Would William share with the party, however?
Oh God, William would be talking into it. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So So the whole point of this is essentially your wishes, your desires almost into this, and it's almost believed that once these bloom into these lanterns that fire up this evening, that maybe it helps the wish one day come true. What would William be speaking into this trinket?
I wish that if any of my friends fell in battle, it would take me, not them. They are my family.
You're saying this out loud, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
What is he wishing into?
Pinecone.
Right. Pine cones carry seeds. Druidcraft. A seed pod open, for example. I'm going to make it essentially wither and bloom. Wither. Oh yeah, bloom and then wither straight away. Sounds like that's not the appropriate wish.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you wish that. Maybe remember what I said before. You don't need to wish your own death for the others. Not everything has to be a trade. You can just be something good.
Okay.
And I'm hoping William didn't actually notice it was me that did that.
No, he was so focused at like trying to make sure this wish got into it.
So as this goes on and you're kind of witnessing other people doing this, the day sort of goes on. Is there anything you two would like to do before you leave Mosswood, or are you kind of happy you've partaken in, like, there's no activities till the evening now within this festival? Are you kind of content, or is there anything you'd like to do?
There is a couple of things, but I'm going to let Dudley go first.
No, the only thing Bray would want to do is basically give a quick farewell, making my way out sort of thing.
Yeah, is that just kind of
the
like
beast?
The Beastmaster circle?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Cool.
But otherwise, it would just be slightly stoic, panicked, like bodyguarding sort of thing of the party.
Cool. Okay, so Bray's kind of goes, makes you kind of bid your farewell, whether it's to Torrik alone or just the people you may have, because there might be others you've bumped into that you met whilst you were there. And they kind of wish you luck on your journey and just say, remember the ties to the animals, that kind of sentiment. Now, what does William want to do?
Well, he's going to try and make one more wish into whatever's left in the bowl. So, because the other one disappeared in his hand, disintegrated. And he's like, I wish my family is safe from here to the end. And then he's going to go over to Bray. Bray, can I have a couple of gold coins? I want to go see if I can buy Fluffy a nice bed to lay in. Apparently, they like ones that are kind of leafy and stuff. And it says it in the book with some other things that it says in the book that. But mate, I just want to start off by buying this bed.
What other part did you catch a hold of?
You know these things eat flesh. What?
I never knew that. It's not at all like I paid attention when the guy was trying to sell the rabbit.
Oh, yeah, it says it right here.
Mm-hmm.
It says about it will eat pretty much anything, and so my idea is if I can make sure it's always got grass to eat, then it should be okay.
Mm-hmm. Though
It
it
also
might.
means that if we ever need to throw it at an enemy, I've got a rabbit bomb, but that's a different matter.
I think there's a catapult spell. I think
It's
you
also
can get.
an enlarge reduce spell.
You catapult it, I will enlarge it.
Right, got a fucking weapon. Got a trebuchet of a rabbit.
We need to attach explosives to it.
No, I want it to stay alive and just rip into everything.
It's fine, we'll death ward it, so the explosives will go off, and then it'll still walk out.
Oh god. Oh.
Oh, hilarious. But like,
So,
no.
did you give him the gold pieces?
Yes, I'll take it from his little wallet that I've got on me.
How many does he get?
I'll give him 3 because he asked for a couple.
Okay. So you make your way around the basics of this festival. Back where the market was, you know there was at least where you got it from. Torik's not there. He's busy kind of looking after Lorenn and seeing to Beastmaster business. But as you get there, it's just a sort of quite quiet human. And he takes you to these sort of 3 beds. They kind of have 3 sort of variety of beds that would do for whether it's like a rabbit, a hare, or any sort of smallish creature. Goblin as well, who knows. But there's 3 beds. There's one that he refers to as a meadow nest bed, which is like a ring-shaped bed woven from cured meadow grasses, soft reeds, and a bit of wildflower fluff. It looks quite neat. Like it definitely will hold its shape, and it smells quite fresh. It's definitely got some sort of magic to keep it fresh. Then next to it, it's referred to as like a cloud bed. It's just a round, very plush cushion. Wrapped in this kind of velvety fleecing. That's really all that looks like. It just looks like a big fluff. It almost looks like the rabbit, but as a cushion. And then the final one's just a very basic. He just calls it kind of the traveller's pad. It's kind of a small square mat of sort of layered cloth. Very easy to, almost like a roll mat, very easy to roll up and kind of tie together. The meadow nest, the grassy one, is 2 gold pieces. The cloud soft bed is 4 gold pieces, and the traveller's pad is 1 gold piece.
Well, if I buy that bed, talking about the 2 gold piece one.
Of course, the grass one, of course.
Yeah, that means I've got 1 gold piece.
You have more. You have a bit more in your Pokemon if you did want if you wanted anything a little bit more.
No, I am budgeting. I am learning money. So I have the 2 gold pieces for the bed. With this 1 gold piece, have you got some hay or straw or something I can take, just some food if I can't find anything?
Oh, and this kind of quite young Salos. Of course, let me just go. And they go back, kind of, and they sort of. You can see it's not a back room; it's open in the stalls. But they pull out. It's a very basic sort of cheap material sack, almost like white, kind of, almost just muddy material, and just. But it says here. It's normally used for the bed, but this grass is not quite cured properly. It's perfectly fine for them. It just wouldn't work as a bed. Don't even worry about the gold piece. Just take it. We don't have a need for it.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Of course, no worries at all.
Yeah, I'm going to hand the 2 gold over. I turn to Bray and go, Bray,
Mm-hmm.
can I hold on to this one?
It's
Or do
your
you want
money.
it? I'm going to put it in my pocket with the pocket watch. Just put it
Mhm.
next to it.
As he starts to just make his way, I'm just going to look and say, have you got anything that's like just like balanced food? Any pellets that might be a bit more? Because they can't just eat pure grass.
That he kind of has a little sort of paper pouch. He says, "This is what we use for the hares here. Maybe the gold piece. If you give me the gold piece, I could give you a bag of this."
That's fine. I'll pop a gold piece down from my own pocket, and I'm doing this like trying to get behind William's back sort of thing.
Yeah.
And tell our good old second in command his blue bear says goodbye. I'll take it and I'll
Ray
walk
kind
away.
of laughs. He says, he just kind of chuckles to himself. And yes, is there anything else either of you would like to do before you go meet with Chris and Zach?
I don't think so. William's really had a lot of thought about Glimmerleaf and the stuff with that, and thinking about what's more important to him is keeping himself safe, because it will keep his friends and family safe. It doesn't need to be making deals with something that he doesn't have a clue what it's about. In his head, he's decided that if he can't trade gold, he needs to really think if it's a good trade at all.
Learning.
So yeah, that is just William.
Hey, and was there nothing else from Bray within Mosswood?
No, obviously Bray's a little bit sluggish, so
Yeah.
he's literally just like he's just toddling around sort of thing. And I'm not gonna lie, I obviously I took a bit of extra pain medication on the break, and I am feeling it kick in, and I'm starting to get a bit sluggish myself, so I just can't think of anything.
Brilliant. Cool. So, as the party kind of come back together again, go to Casca's and meet up with Chris and Zach, you all begin to kind of make your way leaving Mosswood in the in the midday sun. You see frost still clinging to the roots and the walkways behind you. There's the lanterns from the festival fading among the branches as the forest begins to settle back into its quiet pulse as you leave it. As you head out, you make your way onto a road known as the Tradeway. And together you move from the very much living woods of the city into open ground, and the road stretching ahead. Yep. In long frozen line. Has Bray got anything, or is Bray good?
Well,
I've got I've got saying if just as we're getting a bit further away.
Yep.
It's Ray, just wondering, the spirits that we could have seen at the festival.
Mhm.
Do you think they're just spirits from the village, or would it have been spirits of people we knew?
Well, I guess that depends. Each festival has a slight variation. So I think the same core is celebrated throughout all the different towns. It's going to be, think of it like cake and icing. It's going to be the same vanilla sponge, but there might be a different flavoured icing on top. Sometimes it will just have powdered sugar, sometimes it might have jam. So you never know if the core's carrying on through the same. Maybe that wish and that spirit will find you on journey.
I don't know who I see, I think I'm scared that if I saw someone and I didn't know
Mm.
that something happened.
Going by this mysterious, ominous change in music, you never know. It might not even be a spirit from the past. Gods and powers work in mysterious ways. Maybe you see the silhouette of someone you might lose in the future. And that does not mean it'll be a gruesome death. Someone might just pass on from a natural cause. But remember this. Death is not always a curse. Sometimes it could be the best blessing someone can come across. So, if you see a spirit and it's friendly, say hello. Just don't make any deals with it.
I understand. Thank you for talking with me, Bray.
It's not a problem. Everyone else has been very quiet this last 24 hours. It's been nice to have a conversation with you.
It is. It's been quite peaceful, to be fair. I mean, we haven't had someone talking about potatoes, and it's been quite nice.
To be fair, Kas is normally just a quiet guy that just pops up and is a bit of, oh my god, there you are. But you know, it's been nice. I know.
It has.
You do give very much little for the vibes.
So with these memories of the last 24 hours lingering in your minds, as mosswood behind you fades into a blur of green and gold, you see the Celestian peaks in front of you, like pale sentinels, their snow-lit tips catching the morning sun. The road stretches out into a quiet, unwavering line, leading you further than sight can hold. With spirits on your thoughts and mountains on the horizon, you all step forward. The tradeway pulls you south towards these peaks, and beyond you, your destination of Zesper. The forest's presence slowly fades, leaving only the steady crunch of frost beneath your boots and the promise of a journey ahead. And with that, that is the end to another chapter of the Chains of the Pantheon. Thank you so much for everyone for watching and distracting actually all of us. I can't just say the players. Thank you for distracting all of us.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome, guys.
It's been great fun. I don't believe I need to say this to people on the call, but I'm going to say anyway, if you've enjoyed this, please find us everywhere. We're obviously here on Twitch. We've got Instagrams, TikToks. They need to grow, but they'll get there. Oh, yes, Luke?
One thing I just would like to ask people before you do leave. On YouTube, can you guys like some of the videos if you can? Just go through them.
Like,
It
comment,
really
subscribe.
It would just help us out a lot as we're gradually trying to grow and build. Really appreciate it.
Of course. And I believe we said it earlier, but if anyone has a penchant for social media or at least knows what they're doing better than us lot, please feel free to reach out and shoot ideas of things you'd love to see. We're not the best for that stuff, I will be honest. We're lovely people. We're good at D&D. We're not the best at the other stuff. So, but the one Luke always shouts out, the Discord. That is there, and of course, that's one of the best places to find us, chat to us, meet the group, ask questions about the sessions, and meet really lovely people.
And see awesome memes. They've been brilliant today.
They have been great.
Thank
So,
you.
before I close up for the night, anything from you guys, the players?
Nice. Much love to the people that couldn't be here today.
Yes.
You know, we can't wait to get you back. And we can't wait for all the comments we're probably going to get this week.
We're going to get told off.
I'm going to get told. I'm meant to hear these guys. I have not done that tonight. But yes, cheers, Luke. Dudley, anything from you?
I'm 8 months pregnant, so I might be taking maternity leave soon.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations to you and Torek. So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on this episode. It has been crazy. It has been strange. It's been off the wall. It's been different to normal. but it's been lovely. So thank you to my players. Thank you for you guys watching, presumably at home.
Thank you, Aidan, for running this game as well.
Thank you.
I know. No, you always shout out to us. I never get a chance to get in it before we finish, but because it's only us few, thank you so much. I think us as players, we're really enjoying this as well.
Thank you. It's Elystra is a labour of love. It's a massive place, and I love seeing people explore it. And this campaign, oh boy, I tell you guys, there's going to be some interesting times to come. So I will catch you all, players and viewers alike, next Friday. The same place, the same time, as the story keeps on rolling. Cheers, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.